This stuff is so good, man. Good morning, everyone. Today is January the something. I don't know, it's the 1st of January. Sure, we'll go with that. Welcome to my 2013 things I loved and things that went good and favorites and stuff. So first off, I thought I would start out with video games because why not? So I have two games I've been really loving this year. The first one is Animal Crossing, and this was bought for me by Adam right before I headed off for New York. It's such a really fun, cute game. It's really easy to just pick up every day. You don't actually have to get that into it. You just kind of do your thing every day, and you shake trees for fruit, and you water all the flowers, and you talk to your animal coworkers. I don't know. You talk to your animal friends, and then you evict any that you think are ugly from your town. Katie Choochers made a really cute comic about it, actually. You should read it. Yeah, this was really fun to actually take around New York as well. My roommate in New York, Nicole, as you probably saw, had the same game as well, so we were literally like sitting there playing it and having such a good time. It was really cute. My second favorite was probably the best game to come out this year for the 3DS. In all honesty, it was the new Fire Emblem game. Oh my god. What a fantastic game. I have been a fan of the Fire Emblem series for a really long time. Let me show you. I have loved Fire Emblem for a really long time. As you can tell, this is Sacred Stones and this is Shadow Dragon, which actually was not very good. In all honesty, Shadow Dragon was pretty, yeah, the plot kind of went all over the place. But anyway, I've owned every English Fire Emblem that has ever come out. Yeah, Fire Emblem's been a favorite of mine for years and years and years, ever since I got my very first Game Boy Advance. And this game completely surpassed all of them. It is almost easily the best in the series in terms of gameplay and sort of evolutions and like sort of the way everything worked. I think the storyline was not as powerful as Reka no Ken, the very first English one. But that's not to say that it wasn't powerful and moving and you weren't, you know, shedding a tear over characters. So if you have a 3DS or you were thinking about getting a 3DS, I would totally get this game. I really wanted the Fire Emblem skin for my 3DS. Obviously, I ended up with a purple one, which I mean, you know, first world problems, whatever. But I think it is really worth getting if you are thinking about getting a 3DS. I would get that game. And the second most favorite awesome thing, and this all seemed to actually happen in February, weirdly, was Fall Out Boy came back this year. Oh my god. I was literally like screaming for like an entire weekend. Oh my god, it was amazing. So here's the poster. Yeah, Fall Out Boy. This is designed by an illustrator by the name of James Flames, which is an awesome name. Oh no. A glow! A glow! You can see my window in this thing. This is actually a lithograph, so it's a hand-printed poster. It's really beautiful. The texture is lovely. It is meant to last. It's not just a cheap, you know, easy to run off poster. It's actually like a really beautiful handmade thing. I have number 517, I think. Yeah, 517 of 1,065. I think this poster might not be available anymore because it was obviously limited edition because it was handmade. But if you get your hands on this, it is a gorgeous addition to your room and I really love it. My sister and I were lucky enough to be able to go, well, I say my sister and I were lucky enough to be able to go and see it. What I really mean is that I bought tickets and then Brianna had to come with me. But the show that was playing in my hometown, Vancouver, at the Commodore Ballroom was 19 plus and my sister is 18. And I was prepared to go to the show by myself, but I didn't really want to if I didn't have to. But the show that was playing in Seattle was not 18 plus, it was all ages. They just had a section bar part. And so my sister and I had a day trip. We went down, drove around Seattle, did some shopping, and then got lost. Brianna thinks I'm really bad with directions. I'm not really bad with directions, I'm average with directions. Then we ended up, but I totally I kind of knew where we were, I just wasn't sure what exit I was supposed to be taking. And it was an amazing show. Patrick Stump is a phenomenal singer. All four of them play so well live. They really have a good ability to translate what they're doing into like a live set. It was amazing. They are great. And that was probably the highlight of my year. Probably. So for music favorites, I had 2 songs this year, 2 or 3 songs actually, I'm going to go with 3 songs, that really stood out to me as being like super awesome, and I totally loved them. The first is going to be My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark by Fall Out Boy. Yeah, that one. That was such an awesome anthem. It was great for me to come back into this song and to come into this total love of the band, and they come out with this anthem, and it was awesome. The second song that I'm really in love with is Miss Jackson by Panic at the Disco. This came out a couple of months later. Panic at the Disco are sort of actually quite similar to Fall Out Boy, so you can kind of see where my music tastes go.
Climbing out the back door, didn't leave a mark. No one knows it's you, Miss Jackson.
And I just really kind of love, it's kind of like much darker than My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark. It's very sort of like creepy and weird, and it totally made it into my Maneater playlist. I love it. And the third song that I didn't actually put on this list until just now is Gold Trans Am by Kesha, because oh my god, what an amazing song. It's just so stompy, so great, so girl power. Come on, wham bam, thank you man, get inside my fucking Gold Trans Am. Yeah, let's do it. So for fashion favorites this year, I actually had a really weird, tough time with my wardrobe this year. I've been working in the mall since May, so you'd think I'd actually have a pretty fleshed out wardrobe, but I kind of don't. I tend to trend towards the couple same pieces every single week, and it's kind of like, wow, Diane, you only own like 3 pairs of clothing, and I'm like, yes, I do. But 3 of my main favorites this year are as follows. So this is a sweater I got from ModCloth, and it says, "Ask me about my cat." I've actually never worn this to work because it's kind of a little bit baggy. It's really more of like a lounging around the house sweater, but it's so cute. It's also like super soft and fleecy on the inside, which makes it basically the perfect lounging around the house sweater. It is long enough to wear with leggings, and I love it. It's actually still available, I think, on ModCloth. It was a little expensive, but I totally think it's worth it. It's cute and cozy, and everybody laughs when they see it. In the good way, not like in the, wow, that's an ugly sweater kind of way. In the vein of sweaters, because apparently sweaters are my thing now, I got this sweater from American Eagle. This was a gift from my mom. I got this earlier this month-ish. So it is this Fair Isle sweater from American Eagle. Wow. I didn't even do it up anyway, but it's got this Fair Isle pattern on it. It's really cozy. It again has this like super fleecy inside, and then the hood is Sherpa lined, so this is like, I swear to God, the coziest sweater ever. This is usually what I throw on under my leather jacket nowadays when I'm heading out. My leather jacket's actually another favorite of mine. I really love that. It's just so cozy. I love it. And then last but certainly not least is this plaid lumberjack shirt that I got from Garage. This was like, they got in a bunch of these one day, and I kind of saw it as I was walking by the window, and I was like, I've been looking for one of those, and I popped in and grabbed the medium, and I took it back to work, and I tried it on, and I didn't try it on when I was there, because I was like, whatever, I gotta go back to work. And my boss kind of, like, I tried it on for her, and she kind of went, that's huge, Diane, don't take it back. So I went back and got the small, which seems to be a weird trend with me. Apparently I'm a small nowadays. Really weird. Yeah, but it's just this like really traditional checkered lumberjack print. It was very funny when Adam and I had friends up earlier this year in November, and we were walking down Commercial Drive, which is sort of like this really busy, awesome street in downtown Vancouver. And we passed like 3 other people wearing the exact same pattern of shirt. And my friend who's from Texas was like, wow, this is like a really popular pattern up here. And I'm like, another one of my favorites this year, this is definitely kind of a more end-of-the-year favorite, has been Bo Burnham. I have his book, Egghead, here. I got this for Christmas from Toby, because Toby is super generous and adorable. This is a sort of a poetry book, but it's very sort of light and dark at the same time. The illustrations are by Chance Bone, and they are precious. Let's see if the camera will focus on that. They are just really lovely and beautiful. A very talented illustrator. And just Bo Burnham has just been like really funny and sort of resonating with me a little bit. He's a great guy. He released his 1-hour comedy special for free on YouTube and Netflix earlier this month. You should totally check it out if you have an hour to kill. Just sit down and watch it. He is so funny. It starts out a little bit slower, but it just crescendos all the way. Like, it's planned really nicely, and I think it is an amazing show, and I would definitely 100% recommend his show, What? And I will link that here. You should watch it. For food favorites, I really only have one thing. I have other things, but really this is kind of my most favorite this year. This is Ibarra. It is a Mexican hot chocolate. It comes in this cool, like, I don't know, octagonal? No, sorry, hexagonal container. And they're basically, they actually come in, they come in these round things, but when you actually pull it out, it's like a round chocolate circle, and then you divide it into quarters, and then each quarter you melt in a cup of milk, or a mug, actually, I should say. So you fill up your mug with milk, and then you pour it into a bowl, and then you add like a little quarter, and you melt it, and it tastes so good. It's really sort of spicy, but not in like a bad way, just in like a super flavorful way. It's really good. You can find this in most Safeways, not all, in the Mexican aisle. I used to have to buy this at a local specialty deli, but I think they actually got closed down due to health standards violations, which is pretty bad. But this came in a package, and they didn't make it there, so I don't feel like, oh my god, I narrowly avoided food poisoning. It's kind of mean. So for beauty favorites, I have two things. The first thing is ocean salt. You've all probably heard a lot of beauty gurus on YouTube talk about this. It is amazing. It is a face and body scrub, and the description says coarse and fine sea salt scrub with organic lime juice to brighten and avocado butter to soften. This is actually a fresh one. This is the small one that usually sits on my counter. This one's waiting to be used because I got it in the Jolly Holidays box, which Adam got me for Christmas, which I really like. This stuff smells so good. It smells like really salty and oceany. I mean, I live down the street from the ocean. What up? But it's just really nice. It really smooths your skin. I have seen such a change in the quality of my skin since I started using this. Especially now that I'm following it up with a moisturizer, because it doesn't help to dry out your skin and then not rehydrate it. This is so good. I definitely recommend you trying it. It is pretty expensive. I think the small one's like $22 and the big one's like $30. But it's definitely worth it. I would give this a shot. This has got to be like my 4th tub of this. My other beauty favorite has been these Jack Black lip balms. This looks so tiny on camera. Here, let me make it big. This is the natural mint one with shea butter and SPF 25. I don't like it as much as the lemon one. It's kind of okay. The lemon one is really good to go under things because it's flavored but not actually that flavored, whereas this one is actually quite strong, so it's really only good to use by itself. So I keep this one on my desk, and I keep the lemon one in my purse for touching up throughout the day, which I think works really well. But the Jack Black lip balms have honestly saved my lips. They are so nice. I have pretty dry lips, and they're much, much cheaper than the fresh ones, which are so expensive. My last favorite of the month is kind of a combo favorite. So part A, if you will, are these Pure Bites freeze-dried turkey breast. These say dog treats, but they're cat treats as well. These are amazing. They are freeze-dried treats, and literally the only ingredient is turkey breast or shrimp or chicken or liver or beef or like whatever. These are the only ingredients. And Brianna, the pet store where Brianna works, usually carries like a small bag for cats. They didn't have it this time, but like literally it's the same ingredients for dogs and cats, so I just got the dog one. So that's why it has a picture of a beagle, even though these are cat treats. Let's see if I can summon Toby. Toby, come here! Baby Chub! Hi. There he is. This is handsome man. Meow. This is the handsome man. You come over here. Be cute over here. Oh. So my super most favorite thing this year has been Toby, by far and away. He's such a cutie pie. I love him. Look at his yellow collar. Brianna got them these collars at work that have like little bows on the back. They're so cute. This one's yellow. Don't be a butt. Toby has been my constant companion this entire year. Toby had a pretty up and down year. I mean, it was mostly up. But he did have pretty major surgery, kind of midway through the year, dental surgery. He it was kind of discovered, we noticed that his teeth were really bad, so he's been on toothpaste ever since, but he did have to go and get 4 teeth removed, one of which was so bad that it fell out when they were putting the breathing tube down his throat. So they didn't charge me for the extraction, which was, nice of them. So it ended up being an $800 surgery for this poor little guy, which is a lot, but, when it's for your cat, what else are you going to do? Hi. He's really warmed up to Adam in the past couple of years as well. It was definitely clear that in the first couple of years he thought Adam was the other boyfriend. But nowadays he is just lovey to everybody he meets. He's still not great with strangers. He doesn't really like them. He kind of if I have people over, he tends to avoid them. But he loves them. Actually, he really loves to disappear by the streets. So that is it for my 2013 favorites. Thank you very much for watching this entire video. I hope you guys had an amazing 2013 and had a really lovely New Year's, and I've had a great 2014 so far. And I will see you guys in the new year. Bye!